Hello and welcome to Tantra Tuesday. I'm Heidi with Shemaya Tantra, and I'm here to share with you today a little chat and practice on how to embody yourself. So if you don't know me, I do these weekly videos, and it's my job to help you get the relationships that you crave, right from your soul, with your boss, your beloved, or your big toe. Really anything. And in Tantra, the body's so important because it's a spiritual path where we actually focus on bringing our consciousness and our spirituality into the body, and the body becomes a portal for our meditations, becomes a tool for our spiritual practice. And so, more than most spiritual practices, Tantra focuses on the body and treats it as divine, treats it as sacred. And we tend, especially these days, to spend a lot of our time up in our heads, thinking about, what could happen, what might happen, what could go wrong. And that leads to a kind of stressful state of being. If you've ever felt that kind of spinning in your head and you can't quite relax, it might be because you're not embodied. So I want to say hi to everyone who is here. I can't see the comments at the moment for some reason. I will try to fix that so I can answer any questions. But welcome. I'm going to share a little practice with you at the end of this video, how you can actually do this practice and get in the body because it feels so good. 3 perks for us to consider when getting into the body is, the first one is it helps with anxiety. The reason that we have anxiety is our mind is capable of being in infinite spaces at once. So I can worry about infinite things at one time when I'm in my mind. But one of the qualities of earth, which is what our body is comprised of in the tantric system, we've got water and fire and other elements, but primarily our bodies connect us to the earth and are comprised of the earth element. And the secret power of the earth element is it can be only one place at one time. And when your awareness is in one place at one time, it's kind of impossible to be stressed and to feel anxiety because we always have what we need just for this present moment. Second reason why it's great to practice embodiment is it makes for pretty hot sex. So many times when we're having sex, we're actually not even meeting on the physical level. We're really having sex from here. And if you've ever had performance anxiety, if you've ever been distracted by dirty socks on the floor, you know what that's like. Sometimes our mind can sort of co-opt our sexual experience. And 2 minds are coming together rather than 2 bodies. And the kind of challenge with that is if I'm in my mind, I'm bringing with me all my baggage. So it's not just the 2 or 3 or however many of you intended to be making love, but it's all the past partners, it's all of the family patterns, and you're bringing everything into that exchange. But if your awareness is fully in your body, if you're embodied, then you're fully present. Then it's just the 2 of you there. And it tends to heat things up and create the space for sensations that just aren't there because our brains aren't meant to have sex in the same way that our bodies are. So this practice can help us to train to really allow it to work its magic. The third reason why you might want to practice embodiment is it connects you to your intuition. Our body is this incredible source of information, of intuition. And something that I teach my clients is to actually start tuning in to the wisdom of your genitals. It becomes like this extra source of guidance for you if we form the relationship with it. So the more that we embody, the more we open the doors to feel that extra guidance. And that guidance is always true. It's always right. It kind of bypasses confusion. It bypasses any of the stories that we've taken on from our past experiences. So those are some of the reasons, amongst so many more, why getting into the body is a fabulous idea. So I'd like to share a little practice with you today on how we can actually do that. I'm going to check for comments just before. Okay, if you've got a question here, if you want to say hi, you can go ahead and do that. It doesn't show me who's on the feed, so hi everyone. And if you can go ahead and do this practice with me right now. So the first thing we're going to do is take a nice deep breath. So while everyone's setting up, I'm going to go ahead and just take a couple of those, and you can go ahead and take those with me now. Great. So I want you to focus on your roots. If you're sitting down, that's going to be the very base of your spine. If you're standing, it's going to be your feet. And take a moment to really settle those roots into the floor or the ground. You can even imagine that you're sitting or standing on some open soil, some open dirt that's just really rich and fertile and full of nutrients and life. So if you're standing, go ahead and place your hands right over your feet and gently press them into the ground. Feel them rooting right into that beautiful black earth. And now imagine that your whole body is like a tree trunk, and feel that you're very solid, you're very secure, and that you could sort of push yourself down, intend to sink a little bit into this soil. So we're planting ourselves here. We're preparing for this embodiment practice. And we're going to use the tantric tools of breath and sound to access this. So I want you now to take your arms and just place them around your shoulders. Give yourself a hug. And if you want to practice this with a partner, you can go ahead and place your arms around your partner and give each other a hug. And you can close your eyes if you like and feel your roots sinking into the ground. Feel this feeling of compression across your chest. And now we're going to bring in sound. We're going to use the sound of O and bring in a vibration to your body. This is going to activate your body and help to encourage those thoughts to come down right into a state of embodiment. You're going to find the lowest tone of O that you can tone. And when you do this, you want to make sure and do it at least 10 times. So our feet are grounding into that soil. Arms are wrapped around. Feel yourself getting nice and heavy. And we're going to tone the sound of O. So as you tone, imagine that there was a great universal hand, and it was just gently pressing you, this tree, this stable, sturdy piece of the earth, down into that soil. So just imagine that hand as we tone, gently planting you a couple layers deeper into the soil. All right, so I'm going to tone with you now. We're just going to do it 5 times. And when you do this yourself at home, you can do it 10 times. Let's take a deep breath in. Here we go. pushing yourself down into the earth. That hand is planting you right down into that moist, welcoming soil. And we continue. See if you can feel the vibrations in your chest. And imagine that energy is moving down your entire body, down through your roots into the soil. And you can do this as long as you want. Keep that tone as low as you can. And keep the energy starting from here as you vibrate this vowel toning. Keep that energy moving down through your whole body into the soil. If you had a chance to do it, I'd love to hear how it felt. This is just a little taste. And of course, we do it longer in a session, and you can do it longer at home. Yes, hello, Nicholas. Thank you for being here. And Ali, hello. Yeah, Nicholas is asking, how would you introduce Tantra into a partner's life? It's a really good question. I don't know if you've ever had it happen where you discover something and you're like, I found the answer. Like, I found the best thing and I'm so excited. It's given me so much value in my life and I just want to share it with everyone. And then somehow everyone doesn't receive it always. They don't always share our enthusiasm. So it's a really good question. And I always like to take the approach of modeling things as much as possible. So, if there's a book that you're reading on Tantra or there's a workshop that you want to go to on Tantra, you can say, I'm super excited about this and do you want to come? Or you can just let them know, wow, I read this exercise in this book and I'd actually love to try it. Would you like to try it with me? You can also just do the exercises sometimes. It's beautiful to just be yourself around a partner. And if there's a practice you want to do, maybe you have a daily practice, just make time when you're with them and they'll see you and they might tune into that vibration, that aura of glow that we get when we're doing our practice. Yeah, so as much as possible, lead with example and enthusiasm, and also we kind of need to accept if it's not time for someone, that it's not time for them, and that's for a very good reason. So hopefully that helps, Nicholas. I know we want to share this stuff because it's so good. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I spent a day brainstorming some new additions to my men's one-on-one coaching program. I've been doing it for a while. It's called King of Hearts, but I just brainstormed a couple of new practices. The divinity of fantasy and turning porn into sexual soul food. So if you're interested in practices like that, there's a lot in the 3 months that we work together. So I'll put the link in the comments if you want to learn more about King of Hearts. I'm also going to be presenting at a couple of festivals over the next month, and they're going to be bringing together dozens and dozens of incredible presenters, facilitators, and great community. So if you want to know more about those, comment here or DM me with your email, and I can put you on my email list. All right. I'm just checking comments. Yeah, okay, awesome. You're feeling the vibration, flow. Great. Okay, so if you have questions about topics, post them here, or you can DM me. I would love to go into whatever's on your mind. Every Tuesday, same time, I will share some Tantra exercises or some theory with you all. Okay, I wish you a night of embodiment. Hope you can practice this and really feel the deliciousness of that vibration and that earth receiving you. So good for so many things. Awesome to see you all. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.